So late last week, after seeing the initial developments with Marriott Bonvoy, I started scripting for what would be a hugely positive video. Thankfully, Marriott did not wait for me to finish my scripting before it dropped some news that wasn't especially positive. Whether all of this is net good or net bad, well, it kind of depends on your specific Bonvoy credit card strategy. So, how many and which cards do you want long term? In this one, I'll go through the news and also map out some viable paths for you to get different combinations of Bonvoy cards, all with the welcome offers, because, well, you really don't want to miss out on those. For some years, you could top up the value of any free night award by 15,000 Bonvoy points. So, if say you have a 35,000 point free night award from either the Chase Bonvoy Boundless or Amex Bonvoy Business card, you could reach a 50,000 point redemption by topping off the difference in points. As a user of this 35k free night award for many years, I found this top-up feature very useful in giving me access to more properties for where I was going. However, those slightly over 50,000 point redemptions, and trust me, I have seen a fair few of those, proved elusive. If you have the Amex Bonvoy Brilliant or Chase Ritz-Carlton cards, which come with an 85k free night award each year, well, those properties that go for just over 100,000 points are probably frustrating to see. Now though, these properties may well be attainable because the top-up limit has been increased from 15,000 points to 25,000 points. By increasing the accessibility to more properties, the free night awards become more flexible and thus more valuable. They're still not like the IHG free nights where you could top up by an unlimited number of points, but hey, any increase in the limit, we will take. There are many ways to obtain Bonvoy free nights, not just the 35k and 85k free nights that come on credit cards. There are also 50k awards that come on welcome offers, as well as some other denominations that come through milestone rewards. With all these free nights becoming more valuable, it's an undeniable buff to the Marriott Bonvoy loyalty program. Then, we also have incredible offers on the Amex Bonvoy cards. On the personal premium Bonvoy Brilliant, until May 13th, you'll earn 200,000 Bonvoy points for $6,000 to spend in 6 months. My realistic target for Bonvoy points is 0.8 cents per point, which comes up to $1,600 of value and a roughly 27% return on spend. For a $650 annual fee, its most powerful benefits are a $25 monthly dining credit, Platinum Elite status, and the aforementioned 85k free night, which is awarded each anniversary year. So, if you don't see this card as a keeper after year 1, it's effectively paying $350, assuming you can max out the monthly dining credit for the 200,000 bonus points, as well as Platinum Elite status, which can unlock free upgrades to suites, as well as free breakfast. A mighty good deal if you can organically use the points, whether it's for an all-out redemption or to top up free night awards over time. I never recommend hoarding points though. I think there's somewhat of a justification if you're keeping a stash in order to top up free nights year over year. Another option is the personal mid-tier Bonvoy Bevy, which is currently offering 175,000 points for $5,000 to spend in 6 months. For most people, it's effectively paying the $250 annual fee for 175,000 points, as the benefits on the card are unspectacular. If anyone watching can justify the Bonvoy Bevy as a keeper card, I'd love to hear the case below in the comments. A better option if you can use free nights over the next year and a half or so is probably the Bonvoy Business, which is currently offering 350k free night awards for $6,000 to spend in 6 months, as well as another 2 free night awards for an additional $3,000 to spend. I believe 5 free nights is the all-time high offer on this card, though with a higher spend requirement than before. For the most part, you pay the $125 annual fee for the 550k free nights in year 1, as well as for the 35k free night in year 2 and beyond. Nothing but positivity so far, but I can't help but wonder, not hope, wonder if these developments are a harbinger of an upcoming Marriott Bonvoy points devaluation. This is part and parcel of the points and miles game, and really how quickly the devaluation happens is more the concern. Fingers crossed that we won't start seeing a whole bunch of slightly over 60,000 point redemptions or slightly over 110,000 point redemptions, which are conveniently outside the ranges of the 35k and 85k free night awards. cards. Though, if this does end up being the reality, the best that you can really do is to maintain a balanced earn and burn strategy. Simply don't hoard points as they'll only devalue more and more over time unless it's keeping a relatively small stash to top up free nights in the future. Okay, but what if you genuinely just have that many hotel stays upcoming and can really use the mountains of points that come from these Amex welcome offers? Well, if you also want to maintain a Chase Bonvoy card, you may well be out of luck. For many years, Chase and Amex have maintained cross-issuer restrictions surrounding the welcome offers on their Bonvoy cards. If you got approved for a Chase Bonvoy card within the past 90 days or got a welcome offer on a Chase Bonvoy card in the last 24 months, you'd be locked out of a welcome offer on an Amex Bonvoy card and vice versa. There are also within-issuer restrictions surrounding the Bonvoy welcome offers, where Chase will only give one every 24 months and Amex will only give one once in a lifetime, which usually ends up being more like 5 to 7 years. Finally, welcome offers are also a no-go if you've held one of a subset of cross-issuer cards in the past 30 days. Specifically on the Amex Brilliant and Bevy cards, this subset of Chase Bonvoy cards as part of the 30-day lookback policy has expanded to essentially every single Chase Bonvoy card, be it personal or business, open or closed to new applicants. So, if you're like me who has a Chase Boundless card, you would have to close the card, wait 30 days, and then only then you would be eligible for a welcome offer on the Amex Brilliant or Bevy. You can reacquire the Chase Boundless card after getting the Amex Brilliant or Bevy, though it will be on a new credit account with a lower age of credit history and without a welcome offer, unless you time things properly. To be eligible for another Chase Boundless welcome offer, you need to wait 90 days after acquiring the Amex Brilliant or Bevy, and then avoid getting the Amex welcome offer that would lock you out of a Chase welcome offer for another 24 months. This is possible because the Amex Brilliant and Bevy give you 6 months to hit the spend requirement in order to earn their welcome offers. Essentially, the sweet spot to earn that Amex Bonvoy welcome offer is between months 4 and 6, after which you can then get the Chase Boundless card with its welcome offer. Now, on to how you can most quickly get multiple Bonvoy cards across both issuers, all with the welcome offers, in spite of this new 30-day look-back restriction. Even though Chase is generally better to start with than Amex due to Chase's 524 rule, if you're looking to go all in on Bonvoy cards, it's generally better to start with Amex. Between the Brilliant, Bevy, and Business cards, they generally don't inhibit one another in terms of getting welcome offers, except for the general Amex rule of having no more than 2 new cards in 90 days. So, within 90 days, get 2 out of 3 of these Amex Bonvoy cards. Then, wait another 90 days, and without hitting the spend requirement to get the welcome offers, go for the Chase Boundless or Bold cards with the welcome offers. Then, over the subsequent 90 days, you would be able to hit 3 separate Bonvoy welcome offers, while also looking forward to the free night awards that come on the cards when the anniversaries come later on. Starting with Chase slows down the process considerably, as you would need to wait a year of holding the Chase card, close it, wait another 30 days, and then only then will you be eligible for Amex welcome offers. Overall, I think we have a net positive on these Bonvoy developments. All-time high welcome offers, an increased top-up limit from 15,000 points to 25,000 points, and while this enhanced 30-day look-back restriction is no doubt sucky, there remains viable paths in order to quickly earn welcome offers across Amex and Chase Bonvoy cards. Again, this is made possible in large part due to the 6-month spend requirement period on the Amex Bonvoy cards. If you've made it to this point in the video, consider giving it a like and subscribing to the channel, and I also want to hear about how you're strategizing around the Bonvoy cards. If you're after the Chase Boundless but were met with an initial denial, the video on screen where I turned around a denial via reconsideration will probably prove helpful. Here's your card nerd signing off, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.